Students, welcome to CAD 103, summer 2016. Let's dive on into this course. Some of the objectives here is to explain the course catalog, explain the student info sheet. We're also going to look at the syllabus, explain the books, explain the due dates, my preferred method of contact, explain the testing, explain the discussion board. I'm also going to show you how to download AutoCAD. My name is Mr. Johnson. I'm an associate professor here in the computer-aided design drafting program. So let's dive in. Let's first take a look at our module, how it's set up. This is basically how everything is set up. This is called the Content Center over here. The first thing you're going to do is go into your startup Open First link. This is where you're going to find this video. It's not in there now, but I will have it in there. And you're also going to fill out this student information sheet. Just simply click on it and open it up in Microsoft Word, save it, and then attach it. I need to have this turned in by Friday, June the 10th, or I will have to drop you from the course. Speaking of course, the calendar, of course, this class officially begins June the 6th and ends the 31st. Midterm is going to be July the 5th, the day after the 4th of July. Let's look at our books. You're going to need the Microsoft 2013 book. If you have the 2010 book, that's okay too. Just follow along with us in that book. You're also going to need the AutoCAD and its applications basic book. And to find the ISBN numbers, just go to your syllabus right here, click on it, and then double click, and this pretty much shows you a snapshot of the book. You can use 15 or 16, either one, and again you can use 2010 or 2013 on the Microsoft Word. This is the breakdown on your grading, and the rest of it, don't worry about the classroom. This is an online class only. Meeting time is Blackboard. Tuesday and Thursdays are my meeting times in the fall. This is my number right here, but you're better off to shoot me an email and we can communicate that way. Okay, after you've got done with the Started Open First, what I want you to do is go to course content. This is the meat of the entire course. Okay, this is where you attach all your assignments. For instance, once you get done with your student information sheet, I want you to go to here, click on here, click on student information sheet, go browse my computer, go find it, and then hit open, and then submit. Okay, I need that done again by June the 10th. Okay, now let's talk about the AutoCAD and how to download AutoCAD. What you're going to have to do is go to you can type in your search engine to AutoCAD students, and it's going to send you to this area right here. Let's click on that, and then basically it says free student software downloads. Click on that. Alright, and you'll end up here. Now you're going to have to set up an account. To do that, you can go to sign in, go to education community. Since I'm already registered, it come up with me, but what you want to do is hit signing up. You want to click on that, and then you got to go through all these steps. You're going to be a student, alright, and hit next, and you'll go through the entire selection of pages, and then what's going to happen is they're going to send you a link. Once you get everything done, they're going to send you a link to your kctcs.edu email, you click on that link to verify that you are a student, and then you can go back to the downloads area and get free software. This little area right here, download free software, students and teachers, and then go find AutoCAD, and you're going to sign in with your account. And like I said, you can use 15, 16. I prefer you not to use 17. So 15 and 16 is what you want to download. Okay. Make sure you have a high-speed internet because it's going to take a little while to download it. All right. What else you need in this course, of course, is your Microsoft Office. Inside of here, you can go to announcements. Inside of announcements, I've got how to get the Office free to students if you don't already have it. That pretty much takes care of how to download your software. You're going to have due dates. As you look in the syllabus, I accept everything up to a week after the due dates, okay, before I take a letter grade off. So if the due date says June the 12th, I will accept it up to June the 19th before I actually take a letter grade off. Next thing is your test. I allow you to take your test twice, okay? Your test, except for your first test. Now, your first test, I do allow you to take it twice, but your first test is going to be 83 questions. Sorry I had to do that one that way, but that is covering a lot of material in your Microsoft Office book. But you have, I think, 2 hours and 2 attempts. And then the rest of them, you're going to have 1 hour and 2 attempts. So if you don't like your first score in your test, go back and retake your test a second time. All right, discussion board. That's this little, now we've gone through the startup, we've gone through the course content. Let's look at, for instance, Digital Literacy 2. This is how everything's set up. You got the instructions, you got your teaching aids. Teaching aids are going to have your PowerPoints. I've got videos in there for beginners. For this one, this is where you're going to find your assignments. Managing your files. Let's look at our book. This is Managing Your Files, which is on page it's called FM File Management. All right, if you're in your Microsoft Office book, it's going to be called File Management, FM 28. So let's go to Managing Your Files. Just click on this, and you're going to see your assignments. So your first assignment with this one is your quick check, which is this one. You answer all 9 questions. When you're done with it, save it to your hard drive. Just click on here then. Hit Browse My Computer. Go to your hard drive, find it, hit Open, and Submit. Let's look at our other assignment for this Digital Literacy 2. All right, is your case problem. So you turn one more page over, and this is your case problems. All right, they're in blue. Okay, so you're either going to have the quick check or your case problems, or you're going to have tutorials. Now, tutorials are all the yellow boxes. All right, so for instance, if you go to your course content and go to Digital Literacy 3, which is this one, we cover, let's go to our assignments. We cover Microsoft Word assignments here, and what you're doing there is your Word Tutorial 1. So let's go find your Word, which is WD, and we're going to look for Tutorial 1. Across the top, you'll see the tutorials. Alright, so this is Tutorial 1 right here. Alright, make sure you do all the brown boxes. And this Tutorial 1 starts on page for the Word. Looks like it's going to start on page 1. Tutorial 1 starts right here to start Microsoft Word. Alright, so you work through all your brown boxes for Tutorial 1. Okay? Pretty simple. And we've already talked about the case problems and the quick checks. That's going to be the same throughout all of your Microsoft Word and your digital literacy assignments. Now let's talk a little bit about AutoCAD. AutoCAD's simple. Here's your first CAD problems. CAD Unit 1. Same setup. Go to assignments. We're doing 3 chapters in that one. I kind of skipped Teaching Aids. Teaching Aids is where you're going to find your PowerPoint. It explains everything that's going to be applicable to that chapter. I would recommend you read the chapter, and I would recommend that you get into AutoCAD and work with AutoCAD a little bit. I'll be posting videos periodically for anybody that's having problems in drawing lines or circles or anything. But your assignments are all set up the same. So for the CAD, it's set up just like your digital literacy. There's your instructions, teaching aids, assignments, and quizzes. Again, your quizzes you're going to be able to take 2 times. All right, this covers chapters 1 and 2 and 3 in CAD in your AutoCAD book. 1, 2, and 3. You get to take 2 times, 1 hour apiece. All right, did we get all of our objectives in? I believe we did. If you got any questions, again, send me an email. This is Mr. Johnson. Welcome to the summer 2016 CAD 103 class. Let's have a good class.